Maybe I'm crazy, but when in doubt, stay on brand.
New year, new you.
That's the opposite of that, but sure.
Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm not.
Welcome to the first Maybe I'm Crazy podcast of 2018.
Hey.
It's a fresh smelling new year. Smells of new opportunity. I'm Joy Taylor, that's Brandon Newman.
Hola.
How was your holidays?
Good. Traveled the country a little bit. Got a chance to get out of LA, which is nice.
You turn up on New Year's?
I did a little turn up. I was at a party and there were two celebrities there.
Whoa!
Very LA of me.
Very fancy of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna say who or no?
No.
Wait, what is that?
They're someone's in the music industry, so other people are on television, acting, maybe in the Shonda Rhimes land.
Oh.
But,
Okay, very nice.
Friends of friends.
Very nice. Well, that's nice of you to talk about your very fancy New Year's party and not share anything else. But Happy New Year to you and Happy New Year to everyone that's listening. So legendary game yesterday. We'll talk about Baker Mayfield if he actually needs to be humble and sit down. LeBron and Isaiah are not BFF material. Pittsburgh's not going to like what I have to say about the Steelers, although I've been kind of saying this the whole time. So if you're out on it, this is not the first time this has come around.
Staying on brand for you.
And loser tease global warming takes the L this week.
Can't wait for this.
Yeah. But first, let's talk about Baker Mayfield. So I love Baker Mayfield. Swaggy beat.
I saw that yesterday.
You like
I
that?
did. I was like, okay.
I thought about it, and I was like, I'm going to go for it. Although it didn't really work out for him because they lost, obviously. But it was an amazing game. Incredible game. Edge of your seat game. All-timer. All the cliches. But they lost. And now we have Georgia and Alabama.
Stop. Georgia was
look,
electric.
Come on. No one wants to say it, but I'm going to say it. We wanted Oklahoma, Alabama. All right?
Of course.
The entire world wanted Oklahoma, Alabama, unless you're a Georgia fan. And kudos to Georgia. They played amazing. It was an amazing game. We wanted Baker Mayfield and we wanted Alabama.
You watched those games yesterday, and it's the most fun team to watch. You want Oklahoma to go all the way.
You want to see Baker Mayfield against Nick Saban. That's just facts. That's what everybody wanted to see. And we'll see Georgia, and it'll be fun. And Alabama's going to win another championship, and that's how that's going to end. So
stop.
What?
I can't. I gotta go. I'm tired of Nick Saban.
Well, you deal with it. You take some medicine. You're tired of Bill Belichick. That's going to happen this year too. Anyway, so after the game, obviously people were all over Baker Mayfield because he was talking trash during the game, doing the throat slash. It's over after the missed field goal. And one player in particular, Davin Bellamy, started yelling towards Baker at the end of the game, humble yourself. First of all, he said several times, humble yourself. And then he talked about it after the game and said that he's all I'm saying is humble yourself. All the flamboyancy, I carry myself the same way, but humble yourself. First of all, is what? So you are flamboyant also, but you have a problem with the way that he's being flamboyant. I don't get it. More importantly, also, why are you yelling at him? He's like 5 feet away from you. You really about that life, just go say it to his face.
Right.
It's not like...
He could have shook his hand at the end of the game.
Ain't nothing between you but space and opportunity.
Woo.
I mean...
Preach, Joy.
And you're yelling, be humble, while you're back. He's like, hold me back guy.
Yes.
Be humble.
Yes.
Hold me back, bro.
Yes.
Or you can just go.
It was a very cordial way of saying scoreboard.
Sure. But if you're going to talk trash and you're supposed to be getting credit for talking trash, bro is a couple feet away from you. Just go say it to the homie and then keep it moving.
But it's Baker, though.
I'm not giving you credit for yelling.
It's Baker, though.
What does that mean?
I don't know if I'd say that against Baker. Baker's better at his job than dude is at his job. So you can't really just come out of pocket.
The bigger point is, if you're going to yell be humble at somebody, you probably should say it to their face as opposed to shouting it while you're backing up.
Right.
I am the queen, as you both know, of the backup move. I'll explain the backup move later, but I just pulled it
better than anyone else.
A few minutes ago. It's an incredible move. I'll explain it to you, and you will thank me later. But anyway, this whole theory of Baker Mayfield needing to be humble or chill out or get away from his attitude and his antics and his ish talking and his bravado and his energy on the sidelines and his waving the hands and everything, I'm out on it.
Really?
Look, Baker Mayfield is a career overachiever and underdog. He's a walk-on at not one, but 2 places, and he won the Heisman Trophy. And took the team to a college football playoff, which is not easy. Did they lose? Yes, they didn't get blown out.
No.
And while he wasn't great in the second half, defense wasn't very good. Mm-hmm. Defense was not very good. If you watch how the game ended, it was not his fault.
Based on the scoreboard, neither defense was good.
Fine, yes. But you can't blame it all. I'm saying the reason that it's not like the reason they lost is because he threw a pick 6 in the last second.
Right.
He played as well as he could play, and the defense, could he have been better in the second half? Sure. But I'm not putting it all on him anyway. Nothing about that game changes how I feel he's going to play in the NFL anyway, because the most important thing for a quarterback in the NFL is accuracy, and he's the most accurate college football quarterback.
Yeah.
That's it.
Take him.
Look, he's small, he's undersized, he's 6 foot tall. There's examples of NFL quarterbacks who are not very tall who are successful. I need to run through them, but let's just start with Russell Wilson. Mm-hmm. Does Baker Mayfield not remind you of Russell Wilson?
Yes. Except
for
Sierra.
Well,
oh no. What?
I would say that Baker has an attitude and Russell doesn't.
Yes.
But I don't have a problem with the attitude. This whole idea that you're an NFL quarterback, you're supposed to be like.
Yes. Quarterbackial, as Colin Cowherd says.
Quarterbackial?
Yeah, quarterbackial. I don't want my quarterbacks to be quarterbackial. That's what he says.
Right. That is a thing. Mm-hmm. Except for if you look at the top quarterbacks of all time, not all of them are like that. Look at Tom Brady. Wasn't it just a conversation about Tom Brady yelling at his offensive coordinator like 3 weeks ago? Mm-hmm. Or then in a national story? Yeah. You don't think that's because Tom Brady has some swag? You don't think because he was a 6th round pick that he doesn't play like he has a chip on his shoulder every single game? You don't ever see Tom Brady run down and get in someone's face after they were talking trash to him and then he cooked them?
Yeah.
All the time. Mm-hmm. Phillip Rivers talks trash all the time. You ever met Dan Marino? You ever see Dan Marino play?
On Ace
He'd
Ventura,
have
Pet
no
Detective?
time for it. I know. No. Laces out, damn.
But yeah, like Ben Roethlisberger, all these guys have huge egos. They're not by the book quarterbacks.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Joe Namath.
Got some flavor.
Yes, you have to have some flavor. You have to have confidence in yourself in order to get to an elite level at anything.
Right.
You can't listen to somebody telling you that you can't do it or you're just going to give up. That applies to anything in life. That's why this whole idea that Baker Mayfield needs to button up and say the right thing and never play relax on the sideline antics. Like I don't care about that. Go win. And the bigger point, which I've been preaching all year, is let these guys have some personality. Mm-hmm. Is he hurting someone? Is he causing them physical pain? Is he abusing someone?
Nope.
He's gotten in off the field trouble before, and I understand that. Mm-hmm. And if that bothers you, okay, then all of this is null and void. Like you're on that side of it. But if you just don't like him because he's swaggy, get over yourself. I'm not into that no more. I don't want to hear about that anymore. Oh, you need to be this particular kind of way. No. If everyone was the same, this place would be real mad boring. Yeah. I want different personalities. I want to see people be themselves. I want to see that fire. I don't care about sideline arguments and him saying it's over. Okay, and here's why. Cam Newton talks mad trash, right? Mm-hmm. He's doing the Superman, he's dabbing. But why does that annoy everybody? Because when he loses, he's like this. And he pouts.
Yeah.
If you can dish it, you better be able to take it. And Baker can take it. Yesterday, they were talking trash, and what did he say? They won, they can talk. That's it. You talk all the trash you want, Baker. Be yourself. Take it right into the NFL. I'm a fan.
Keep that do-rag. I want to see that do-rag in the NFL.
It's not a do-rag. It's like
it's a white do-rag.
It's a white do-rag?
I don't know.
You know what's weird? Watching the game, his ear was outside of his little ear hole.
Yeah.
It seems unsafe. Is that why he wears it?
I've never seen anything like that.
Keep it in there?
Maybe.
I feel like it's a good way to get
He's got ear issues.
Ear damaged.
Shouts out to Baker Mayfield's ears.
Swaggy beat. In
or out. Am I in or out? Wow.
First in or out of 2018. What is it?
Isaiah Thomas makes his debut with the Cavs tonight against the Portland Trailblazers, but he will not be in the starting lineup. Cavs coaches Ty Lue and LeBron James have decided to ease Thomas back on the court tonight and have IT3 sit out tomorrow night's game against the Celtics.
Right.
Joy, are you in or out on Isaiah Thomas meshing with LeBron?
I am out. Out. I think it's going to end up being one of the worst trades in NBA history.
What?
We'll wait for that. Down the line. I like Isaiah Thomas a lot.
Yes.
I loved his season last year. I was rooting for him, and obviously he had was dealing with an incredible amount of tragedy, and then he got injured. So I really do like Isaiah a lot. He's 5'9", like he's a defensive liability, and you cancel being a defensive liability out by scoring a lot. But he needs the ball in his hands, but he plays with LeBron James. I'm not saying LeBron's the best passer in basketball,
right?
And he is a good teammate, and he has no problem getting other people involved. I just think, he's not back. He's not playing back-to-backs yet. He's playing limited minutes.
Right.
And they need to work him into the lineup so that he can fill that void that guy that doesn't play basketball can't help them out with.
On.
And
we could have went this whole thing without
Calderon.
mentioning Derrick Rose. We could have.
I'm just saying. So anyway, I just don't see. I don't really know that it works. And the Celtics are really good. I actually, this might be the year.
For the Celtics?
It might be the year.
I like that take.
It might be the year. I don't know yet.
I can't.
Don't hold me to that yet.
Yeah, I'm not ready not to see LeBron in the playoffs.
I'm just like putting my toe in the water, in the Celtics water. I haven't fully been baptized yet. So, like I said, I like Isaiah. I don't know if it works. I'm out on that working.
Yeah, I'm out on shaming him for his height. I hate that because when he goes on the court, he puts up buckets. He gets buckets.
Yes, but he was the guy last year. He's not going to be the guy this year. It's not that easy.
It's not going to work out.
To just morph that chemistry.
Yes.
All right. We're getting very sports technical right now.
I know. I apologize, but we're going to stick with LeBron James as we move on.
I'm going to height shame someone. I'm 5'2". On my best day. On my best day, I'm 5'2".
That's fair. Thank you for that.
Short life. I'm the runt of my family. I'm by far the shortest person in my family.
Really?
Yeah, and the worst part is I'm going to shrink. My aunts all shrunk as they got older.
You're not going to shrink from 5'2". I'm
going to shrink.
There's no way you shrink from 5'2", Joy.
100%. If I make it, which is up in the air.
Right.
If I make it to say past like 70,
72.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah.
If I make it past 70, I'm going to shrink. I'm going to be smaller than I am now. I'm probably going to shrink 2 inches.
But you get a lot of vegetables sent to your house via Uber Eats.
The vegetables are mixed. They're generally on top of a burger. So if the lettuce and tomato on the top of a burger count as vegetables,
and the burger might take you is the shrinking part.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just saying that the women in my family shrink.
Good
as
luck.
They get older.
Good luck, Joy.
I'm serious. It is what it is. What's next?
Talking about getting older, LeBron James turned 33 years young on Sunday. A reporter asked LeBron if he ever had a fake ID.
What a strange question.
James said, "Nah, I didn't ever have one of those. I wish. Who was I going to be?" Which
that's an amazing response.
I mean, it's.
Imagine being a bouncer and LeBron James hands you a fake ID.
He said,
"Who
I want to be." He actually got dark and said, "Who I'm going to be."
John Smith, huh? Yeah, that's who you are today. Okay.
LeBron got dark and said, "Who I'm going to be, my dad," and said a joke. It's like, come on, LeBron, don't be a victim for once, okay? Anyways, fake IDs got me thinking. Joy, are you in or out on scamming?
By the way, I'm sorry that I sound like I swallowed a frog, but I've been sick. Ashley got me sick. This is patient X. She got the entire building sick.
Come on, Ash.
I know.
My nose was running all week.
I'm
all
joking.
Week.
I'm joking. Ashley did not get me sick. I just like teasing her about it. So I have to apologize for that. So am I in or out on scamming?
On scamming.
Very in on scamming. Joanne the Scammer.
That seems on brand for you.
Excellent account that you should follow.
Joanne.
That's canceled.
Yes.
But did you have a fake ID? I had a fake ID. Maybe I had a fake ID. I don't know. Did you have a fake ID?
I mean, I played football at Notre Dame where other large black men were around in an area where there weren't a bunch of large black men. So the pass back was very easy for us.
Yeah.
So never like an actual fake one.
So I may or may not have had a fake ID, which was not a pass back. If I had one, it would have been not an even actual ID. It was like what am I thinking here? From the movie. McLovin. That's what my ID looks
Super
like.
bad.
Yes. It was,
what do you?
I wonder if I. Oh my god!
It looked like a student
bad.
ID.
I mean,
and it just was bad.
It was
one
a disaster.
name.
But the more embarrassing part of it is because I didn't drink until my second semester of college.
Yes.
I only had it so that I could rent a jet ski because they wouldn't let you do it. They wouldn't let you do it if you weren't 18. So I got it for
You
that.
got a fake ID to rent a jet ski.
Yeah, but I mean, I went to clubs and bars underage forever.
Oh my
Just like
gosh,
nobody asks you. And I got to the point where I was so full of myself that I would be in a bar and a bouncer would come up to me like, "You're not 21." And I'd be like, yeah, but what are you going to do about it? Are you going to kick me out? I'm not going anywhere. Bye-bye. And then I would just say.
That's a
and they'd be like,
legit
yeah,
line of
you know what?
questioning.
I actually really don't care because I make $200 tonight and I really don't care if this place gets raided and you get in trouble.
True.
So.
I didn't know if it was illegal because I was going to talk like should I have mentioned all the South Bend bars that I went to when I was on my visit as a junior in high school. Probably not. I don't know if it's good or bad. It is
illegal.
It's technically.
No, it actually is illegal.
But
more importantly, like bigger picture, great line out of LeBron. Yes, great line out of LeBron.
Where going to be?
But also the drinking age needs to be 18. It's stupid. You can
What
vote.
is it now?
You can vote for the leader of the free world, but you can't buy a beer. You can vote for the leader of the free world. Your person loses, and you can't go buy a beer to drink away your sorrows. That's nonsense.
I think knock it down to like 13.
You can join the military. You
That's
can buy
when people
a house.
start drinking, right?
13?
That's when all these
Kids these days are drinking at 13. I didn't drink in high school.
I went to Notre Dame. There's a lot of one race there. They told me that they started drinking when they were 13. I didn't start drinking until I was 21.
We didn't have no liquor in the house.
No, ain't got no liquor in the house for what, huh? They do that I found out they do that at weddings when I got in college. I was like, they give out this for free?
No,
Yo, wildin'.
What? No.
This the devil's elixir.
Yeah, I know.
Get it out of here. Shouts out to drinking.
Yes.
Terrible thing to say.
No,
okay.
I agree.
Move on.
Not terrible.
After week 17 of the NFL, sports writers are rushing to publish their predictions on who's going to win this year's NFL MVP award.
Correct.
To no one's surprise, Tom Brady is unanimous favored over a lot of people saying what if conversations around Carson Wentz if he would have played all year. Mm-hmm. Another year, another QB to win the NFL MVP award. Joy, are you in or out on renaming it the NFL QB award?
I am in on it because that's really what it is.
Right.
And the last one, 9 of the last 10 MVP winners were quarterbacks. Adrian Peterson was obviously the exception
Outlier,
in 2012. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, look, Tom Brady deserves to win the MVP this year. However you feel about his month in December, Carson Wentz probably would have won it if he hadn't gotten hurt, but he got hurt. Them's the breaks. Like, it sucks that Carson Wentz got hurt, obviously.
Yes.
But that's what it is. And Todd Gurley had a great season, but where you been all year? Ain't nobody been talking about Todd Gurley for MVP all year. Now all of a sudden he's in the MVP conversation just because you want to have a conversation about
process of elimination too. Is because Carson Wentz is out, he's in.
First it was Tom Brady versus Carson Wentz. Then it was Tom Brady versus Russell Wilson. Then it was Tom Brady versus Todd Gurley. Guess what? Tom Brady's the MVP. What's on this side? What keeps changing over here? It's a season-long award. Tom Brady's the MVP. But they need to change around the situation a little bit because it's impossible. Because every time it comes up, it's like, all right, Todd Gurley should be in the MVP conversation, but Tom Brady touches the ball every single time. Like, you can't have a dependent position win the MVP. Antonio Brown should be in the MVP conversation. Yes. And he was in there, but not really because he plays a dependent position. So if you give it to Antonio Brown, how can you not give it to Ben Roethlisberger because he's the one throwing it to him? It's not a quarterback award. So figure it out.
I think make it the Tom Brady quarterback award moving forward, and he wins or not.
MVP award to Tom Brady.
Exactly, and then quarterbacks are omitted or removed from the MVP race, so we can actually talk about football players. Not that's unfair, but I'm staying by it.
No, I don't think it's unfair.
Players.
It's always just who's the best quarterback on the best team. And look, quarterback is the most important position, but it just becomes that. That's just the conversation. And Jerry Rice has never won an MVP. That's insane. But it's because it generally goes to a quarterback or a running back.
Gosh.
So, all right.
Something to talk about. Whatever. Moving on. So it seems everyone knows John Gruden is set to be the next head coach of the Oakland Raiders.
Chucky.
But John Gruden continues to deny the reports. Gruden said, I can't say I haven't taken any phone calls. I take a lot every year from coaches, some others, sometimes owners. Guys want to bounce ideas off of me. I'm here to help people. Okay, John. This will be the Raiders' last year in Oakland before moving to Las Vegas in 2019.
Viva Las Vegas.
Joy, are you in or out on Gruden being the Raiders' next head coach?
I'm out on it, although it's obviously going to happen. If they're not going to fire Jack Del Rio, if they don't have Gruden,
right?
It just
or somebody in mind.
For whatever reason, it just hasn't been announced yet. Right. That doesn't make any sense to me. Although Derek Carr seems to have stepped off a cliff a little bit. This was a really disappointing season for the Raiders.
I feel like he wasn't praying this year or something.
Maybe
something happened.
He needs to re-up his prayer closet.
Yeah.
Maybe get some new candles or something in there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened with them this year, but look, I feel bad for the city of Oakland. Obviously, like it's a bad break. They're losing the Raiders, and then they're moving the Warriors to San Francisco. So they're losing a lot. It sucks for them, but John Gruden isn't the answer. I mean, first of all, I have no idea why you would ever leave a position that he has. Personally, I'm not stepping away from something and then 10 years later coming back with some triumphant return. Something like coaching an NFL team.
Right.
Look, whatever makes you happy, YOLO. All right. So life is short, whatever other cliche you want to put in there. You like how I'm holding 2 pens because I can write with both of them at the same time.
I noticed that.
I don't know what I'm doing there, but I just don't see how he's successful there. I think it's more of a nostalgic move of we need some pizzazz for our last year in Oakland, and then when we go to Vegas, we need a big name there. But I mean, he hasn't coached in 10 years.
You got to put butts in the seats during it because I highly doubt if they bring Marshawn Lynch back for another year just to fill butts in the seats for this 1 year. But I think this is important to note. Derek Carr does have the rubber wedding ring. You think it finally? No, you can't win a championship with that stupid rubber wedding ring. All right, we talked to Mark Schlereth about it. He confirmed. Andy Dalton gave a gift to the Bills Mafia with the wedding ring.
Okay, all right. Well, is Andy Dalton in the playoffs? No, he's not.
No, he's
not. He did the Bills a solid, and that's it.
Not this year.
Can't do it. We cannot win a championship wearing the stupid rubber wedding ring. It's a fact. Let me know when it's not a fact. It's a fact.
Okay.
Not gut data either. It's
luck,
an actual fact. As of right now, it's an actual fact. Yes, good luck to Oakland.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. This year's college football championship is set, and it will feature 2 SEC teams, the Georgia Bulldogs versus the Alabama Elephants. What these 2 teams have in common is they both lost to Auburn during the regular season, who was just recently beat by an undefeated UCF team in the Peach Bowl, 34-27.
Correct.
UCF's athletic director, Danny White, even said after the win, national champs, undefeated. Joy, are you in or out on UCF being the best team in college football? Let me correct that myself. UCF, the team that Blake Bortles created, being the best team in college football this year.
Okay, first of all, is with the Blake Bortles. What is your obsession with Blake Bortles?
If you must know, when I took my 5th year at Ball State, we made it to a bowl game. First time in many years that we made it to a bowl game. It's good to have leadership around.
Right.
So we went to the bowl game, St. Petersburg, the Beef O'Brady's Bowl, RIP Beef O'Brady's. I'm not even sure if it's a restaurant anymore.
Yeah.
And we played UCF, and their starting quarterback was Blake Bortles.
And?
I had him dead to rights for a sack and bounced off of that man. He was much better at his job than I was at mine. The announcers, all my friends at Notre Dame watched the game. They said the announcers just could not stop talking about how out of shape I was. And how I helped them get to here, but right now I'm just dropping the ball. Correct. I was out of shape that game. Blake Bortles is very good. He's a man. He's a man of a man.
Okay, so because Blake Bortles ate your lunch, you have this undying respect or admiration for Blake Bortles. Is that where this nonsense is coming from?
And he's one of the best quarterbacks to come.
Okay, all right. So
first round draft.
All right. That's hilarious, but I'm still not in on Blake Bortles. Okay, so what's the question?
UCF being the best team in college football, Joy.
Maybe they are, but we're not going to find out this year. And I'm sorry, UCF. Get your weight up. You were 6-7 last year, right? Weren't they 6-7 last year?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had an amazing season. You're undefeated. You beat Auburn. That's great, but let's not pretend like college football isn't a reputation situation. That's why Alabama got in.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it is. You're not going to get in the college football playoffs this year.
It's got to stop at some point. I'd rather see.
But this is why you need an 18 playoff.
Okay, yes, that is fair. Because I wasn't beating my chest about UCF until I saw them beat Auburn, who beat both the teams in the national championship game. The playoffs, 18 playoff would rectify this, but leaving out a Cinderella story who's undefeated versus letting a juggernaut who didn't win the games they were supposed to win during the season into the playoffs, I'd rather see UCF played at Clemson last night.
Them's the breaks, bro.
Yeah,
you know how you beat the system? Beat it. Win again. Sorry, you little bro. Little bro loses to big bro every single time until he actually beats big bro.
Okay, but let's be real. They're never going to get back here again. This isn't going to happen.
Then they don't deserve to be in. That's how it works. All right, you gotta prove yourself. You gotta be consistent.
Well, life is unfair too.
Yes, it is unfair. All right, that's what it is.
Whatever.
Fairs are for fried ho-hos and Ferris wheels.
Both sound
not
delicious.
life.
Okay,
Sorry, UCF. Congrats on a great season, but like it's them's the breaks. Cry about it. I don't know.
You done poo-pooing on UCF?
No, I know. It is kind of mean.
I mean,
I don't care.
They won all the games.
They did great. Congrats.
Okay.
You get a participation trophy.
We're gonna stay in college football for
you
this
are not
next
the
one.
national champions. That's how that works. All right.
They can call themselves that. Okay. Something very special happened yesterday during the Outback Bowl against Michigan and South Carolina.
Yes.
SB Nation's Ryan Nanny, I think that's how you say his name, Nanny, had the opportunity to fulfill a lifelong dream of being the Bloomin' Onion Man during the game. The Bloomin' Onion Man has the honor of wearing the full Bloomin' Onion costume,
yes,
the fried deliciousness at Outback, right, with the delicious dipping sauce on the head. What is that?
I don't know.
What is that sauce?
I'm so in on sauce.
My God. I'm a condiment king.
People that don't consume sauces are wasting their life. What are you even here for? There's so many delicious dips you can consume.
My New Year's resolution is limiting myself to 2 sauces per meal. It's going to help.
I don't care. I lather it in sauce. I would like some lettuce with my dressing. Can I have that's how I eat.
Yes, on the side. Huh? Excuse me, what?
Yes.
You have to leave this establishment? Anyways, he had to get 10,000 retweets. He got 13,000 retweets. He became the Bloomin' Onion Man,
right? Which
has me thinking, Joy, are you in or out on Mascots?
Very in on Mascots. I'm very in on all stadium antics. I don't participate in all of them, like the wave. I'm too old to be getting up and down.
You don't wave.
I gotta guess.
Oh, excuse me. Let's get a box for Joy Taylor. She is too good for the wave.
I mean, if you see me at a football game and I'm not in a box, it is a rarity. Okay, so that's just first of all. And if it's an NFL game, it's impossible. Let's just forget it. Not happening.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm very in on Mascots. I'm very jealous of this man because I've always wanted to be a mascot. Mainly because I just want to bleep with people.
Ooh,
they don't take advantage enough of their anonymous status.
Right. But mascots without faces should do a lot more dirt than they do.
Of course. Yes. Of course. Just go like sit in the middle of like 2 opposing fans.
The camera's going to follow you, sweetie. Just do whatever you want.
They're going to fight you? You're going to be the people that fight the mascot? What kind of person is that? It's not going to happen.
I have to say this. I was a mascot in high school.
What?
I was a mascot for the Pleasure Ridge Park Panthers. Our basketball team was very good. I did not make the spring tryouts for the basketball team.
Okay, so you didn't make the basketball team, so you were a mascot.
And my sister was a cheerleader. I went around. The bad thing is the person who wore the costume before me was your size, and it then just got stretched out when it was like loose fitting versus Under Armour tight.
So you were an Under Armour Panther mascot?
Yes.
Were you swaggy though? Were you dancing, or you were like, okay, good?
I was out there taking fake free throws. I was acting a fool, plum fool.
Our high school mascot was super swaggy. I love mascots. The only time I've ever actually gotten to participate in any kind of mascot activities is the shake race in Miami for the Miami baseball team.
What do you do in the shake race?
You get in a shake costume and you run around the bases.
Oh, like a shake, not like a shake weight.
No, not a shake weight.
I thought you had to run and do the shake weight at the same time.
Not a shake weight. Okay. Don't ever touch. Don't even pick up. Don't even look at a shake weight.
We should bring shake weights back.
Shake weight, we're not even going to get into it. But that's just not a thing people should do. No, an actual milkshake. It's a milkshake thing.
Oh, nice.
Gloves,
how'd you do?
And you run. Let me win. You know.
Oh, yes.
I'm short. I'm very little. It's like my little feet. I'll show you the video.
Let's get her back to her box. Let her win this.
Yes. I have to go straight up to the box. Correct. It can't be out here.
Okay.
It's hot.
Queen Petty. Who's getting a Petty report this week?
So, Steelers Patriots is basically the only thing interesting about the AFC playoffs this year. And it's a collision course for the AFC Championship.
Right. Like Broyles.
Maybe we're going to do that.
He's in there.
You're right. The Jags are in the playoffs.
Jags versus Bills. Who you got?
No, I got the Jags, actually.
Yay! Okay, I'm sorry for derailing.
Anyway, they're the only two interesting teams. And unfortunately for the Steelers, the Pats own them. Brady's 11-2 all time against the Steelers. But the reason that it's petty is because they got James Harrison. And he just started petty wars with everyone, talking about his Steelers legacy is ruined. And look, that whole loyalty thing is so tired to me. It's the worst. Like whether he forced his way out or whether they just cut him, I don't care about any of that. No. It's professional sports at the end of the day. Like the only reason why they care at all is because he went to the Patriots. If he had gone to any other team, they'd have been like, yeah, whatever, bro. Like, good luck, fine. Like maybe you weren't fully checked in here, but best of luck. But because it's the Patriots and the Patriots own the Steelers, then it becomes this whole petty war. Which, as far as I'm concerned, go ahead, James. Like, get yours. He had 5 tackles and 2 sacks. He had 1 sack the entire season with the Steelers because he wasn't playing. Yeah. So whatever. And I love Bill Belichick being just the emperor of evil. He is the, like how Russell Westbrook is the Morpheus of petty in the NBA. Bill Belichick is like Emperor Palpatine of petty in the NFL. He has no problem signing anyone, no matter what the situation is.
Was that a really, really deep Star Wars reference?
Yes, it is. Oh, you didn't get that one?
I mean, I understood.
My nerds out there will get it. My nerds out there will understand.
I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm gonna see it tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No.
Oh, what a treat for you.
Eh.
What a treat. John, a treat, right? A treat. You're going to get to see Adam Driver with his shirt off.
Great. Can't wait.
There's other good things in the movie, too. You're going to enjoy it. Anyway, so I'm excited about this. I hope that it happens. Although I think how it ends, well, I know how it ends, is that the Patriots win. But plus also, Antonio Brown is out. And I don't think he's going to be fully healthy by that time anyway. So I know the Steelers are like very upset right now, and everyone's on high alert, and there's all these emotions stewing. And look, like I love the Steelers. I grew up in Pittsburgh. They were my team until Jason got drafted, and then they became 1A, and now they're my team again because the Dolphins are not in the playoffs.
So would you mind seeing them in the Super Bowl?
The Steelers?
Yeah.
Of course I want the Steelers in the Super Bowl. I don't care about my stupid prediction, which, by the way, is looking very right. It's going to be the Patriots and the Saints, but, what do I know? No, I obviously would much rather watch the Steelers in the Super Bowl. Of course. I don't care. Like, what do I care about the Patriots? But I just don't see how it happens. I don't, like, Tom Brady owns them.
Yeah, as much as I wanted to see Antonio Brown play in this game, this pending game that's coming, Steelers, I mean, the Patriots don't lose to wide receivers. They didn't lose to Julio Jones. Like, they don't.
No, they don't lose. No, they did not. They did not lose to Julio Jones. They did the opposite of
They don't. So I wasn't even worried. I hate that your prediction is coming up true, but.
Why? I got to give you credit for your predictions.
What's that?
Well, you said the Bills were going to be in the playoffs. You were right about that.
I did say that. Jimmy G.
And you were right about Jimmy G.
I tell you, Bill Belichick's losing sleep. Bill Belichick's losing sleep over that. He's over there. He's looking at the box scores.
Of course he is. He didn't want to let him go.
Into the Patriots.
Tom Brady forever. All right. Loser power rankings.
Loser power rankings. These are the losers. The losers are the weak.
All right. Global warming took the L this week. So obviously we can start with the fact that our president doesn't understand that things are cold in the winter. Global warming is not a thing to him because, in fact, when the season changes, if global warming was real, everywhere would be hot.
Right.
Which people think is a thing. So that...
Terrifying.
What?
That's terrifying.
Is that the scariest thing that he has said? I don't know. I don't think so. But it's up there with the not very... fake news. That's fake news.
Yes.
Our president tweeted some fake news. But... it is very, very, to his credit, it's very cold lots of places this week.
It is.
It was 13 degrees, the wind chill -8 degrees in the Patriots-Jets game. I know you're a big guy.
Yes.
You got a lot of insulation. I'm a little person. I do not have a lot of insulation.
Yes.
And I do not enjoy the cold.
I would love to give you some of mine.
At all. Would I take some insulation? Possibly.
I don't need them as many as I'm hot a lot.
It's hot right now. I'm hot. I'm hot right now. I know you wanted to go for I know you're sweating.
Under here, yes.
Yeah. I know
brought a change of shirts.
I know you're sweating.
Yes.
But the Letterman jacket is nice.
Thank you.
But you like the cold.
I do.
Yeah. So when you played,
yes.
Did you play with long sleeves?
No, ma'am. This is the Notre Dame way. Offense lineman, defense lineman, no sleeves.
Did you ever have anyone that's pushed back? Like, no, bro, I'm cold. I need to wear it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say every black person on the D line, but
Did
most black people on the D line push back pretty hard.
Did you want to not wear it? Like, did you want to wear long sleeves?
Let's be real. I was standing on the sidelines, so I needed to be acting tough. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to make it look like, my arms had to be ashy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to be out there ashy.
The cold brings the ash, for sure.
Of course.
Well, Tom Brady went the opposite. He wore a scuba suit.
What? TB13 method.
I mean, whatever. Like, if it's working, I don't know why we're all not out there in scuba suits.
That's so smart.
The next time, if I ever have to sit outside at a game like that, it better be because a human that I birthed is playing. Because otherwise, that's just unavailable. And if that is the case, you can believe I'm going to be up in a box where I already am. I don't care how bougie I sound. That is not how I roll. It is way too bleeping cold.
Not gonna have boxes in the high school game for your son playing or daughter.
High school? Oh my God! I guess they do play high school, huh?
Yes. You don't even have to. Keep the scuba suit for that.
That's how the process works.
Mm-hmm. Gotta be good there first.
That makes things difficult. Maybe I'll just remodel the stadium and add suites.
You'll be able to do that.
Or maybe I'll just build my own suite, like in 50-yard line.
Yes.
Like I'll donate to the school so I can build a little box and all the people sitting around freezing, like staring at me while I'm in my warm little suite.
Yeah, DeMontez's mom's suite. I'm
a terrible person. I would totally do that though. There's no way there's no way I'm sitting out at a game in -8 degrees. For what? For what? FaceTime me. All right. Good luck. Love you, honey. Do what? Bryce Petty's trying to put a helmet over top of a beanie.
Yeah.
Who went out there with the sweatpants on? The Eagles punter. It's too cold. It's too cold. Global warming. Nobody believes in you right now. It's too cold. When there's frost warnings in Florida, you know it's too cold.
Right.
So if you don't understand how global warming works, then you totally believe Trump right now. Because I mean, how could there be pollution if there's snow?
If there's global warming, it should be like Hawaii year round.
How could there be pollution if I have to wear a scarf?
Or gloves.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Right.
All right. So the next loser of the week is the Lions.
Come on.
Now, while they are actual losers, they took a L again because the Browns also became a team that did not win a game during an NFL season. The Browns went 0-16, losing to the Steelers, although they put up a good fight.
We could have talked about just the Browns. I just want to say that.
No, Lions got to be in there. You don't get to walk away from that kind of L.
All right.
2008 Lions went a winless 16-game season, and the Browns decided, you know what? That sounds cool. We're going to do that too. So they gave up a league high 48 touchdowns, actually tied with league high. And that's still 15 fewer than the Lions allowed in 2008. Look, it sucks. I cannot imagine what playing on a team that loses every single game of an NFL season is like. Mm-hmm. But I do know what it's like to be around someone who is on a team that won one game in an NFL season, and that was misery. You know what I'm talking about? Dolphins, Greg Camarillo, Cleo Lemon, legends forever. Save the Dolphins season, giving them a win. They're 1-15. Did I ever tell you that story?
Maybe.
My family and I were in a box.
Yes.
That's how I roll. And we watched that happen, and we were crying and holding each other, weeping tears of joy. It was as if they had won the Super Bowl.
It's beautiful.
It was sad, happy tears. Like it was like you know what they were? Relief tears. Like, thank God he doesn't have to then live the rest of his life being a member of a team that went 0-16.
Perspective tears.
It is, but y'all are still losers. Sorry. And the number one loser this week is New Year's resolutions, because who does that? Are we still doing this?
Yes.
We're still doing this?
Yes.
We're still doing this?
It's the only way to measure.
Can that be something we leave in 2017?
No.
Okay, what are your New Year's resolutions, Brandon?
I mean, I already talked to you about
New Year, new you.
2 sauces per meal.
Okay. You just came up with that when I was talking about delicious sauces. But.
That's something I strive for. I thought a lot about that.
Okay.
There's a lot still pending because I want to know if I want to do it or not.
It's the second. Okay. See, this is why New Year's resolutions are so bleeping stupid.
Why?
You're already a day into the year.
Yeah,
the point of a New Year's resolution is, on New Year's, I'm starting this.
But there's still some stuff I haven't done yet. Like, I could say New Year's resolution, no fries in 2018. I'm close to that. I haven't had a fry yet. In March, if I have a fry, that's out. That's how these work.
No, it's not
Yes,
how it works.
it
It's a
is.
New
I go
Year's.
to the gym every day.
It's literally
okay. First day you missed the gym. Okay, next year maybe.
Right, but that's the point. It's literally New Year's resolution. This is what you like.
I don't
it's
even
like,
know what resolution
you ever been to
means.
yoga where they're like, set your intention? Set your intention. You're supposed to set a resolution and then you do that. Not like, oh, I happened to not go to the mall in 2018 so far, day 2, so I'm not going to the mall this year.
Joy, for the last 4 years in a row, my New Year's resolution is to get under 300 pounds and stay there.
How's it going?
I didn't do it. Once I got over, I was like, all right,
Right?
maybe next
Why
year.
New Year's resolutions are nonsense. I don't even want to hear about your stupid New Year's resolution. You want to do a resolution, just do it. It doesn't make any sense. And they always break it. And then you're like, well, I tried.
We go back to the most successful people. I guarantee you it stems from New Year's resolutions.
I guarantee you it does not.
They set a goal high.
In fact, I would
New Year
say
first.
that most successful people will tell you that when you're ready to make a change, just do it. You don't got to wait for the new year. I'm not trying to hear that.
Sometimes you do prep for the New Year.
New Year's is always a time everybody gets all philosophical and stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, like it's time for a fresh start. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm following.
What's new about you today that you were rocking with yesterday?
I care.
Okay.
I care at the
And then
beginning
you
part of
make
the
your
year.
New Year's resolution and you break it. No, L's for the New Year's resolution. I wish we would leave that in 2017 along with a lot of other crap. What's your gut data fact?
This is a good transition.
You did a terrible
because-
job of defending New Year's resolutions.
No.
by the way.
This is how I'm defending it. You ready?
Yes.
I bet Jimmy G, Gucci Grop, has a New Year's resolution to make the playoffs. And I bet because he set this New Year's resolution to make the playoffs
Right.
and let his whole team know about it, them up going to be in the playoffs next year. Okay? Because of New Year's resolutions, everyone individually, I bet they put them all on a big board in San Francisco. And it's like-
Motivational board.
and just who's going to do, and everyone's keeping each other accountable.
Right.
You know, only eggs for breakfast, things of that nature.
Only eggs.
It's protein.
Okay.
That is why, gut data fact, Jimmy G and the 49ers, for one, they're going to mess up a lot of people's money in Vegas because everyone's going to say this going into the new year.
Right.
Right. Everyone's going to bet on Jimmy G and the 49ers, but they're going to get their money back because Jimmy G's going to the playoffs because of New Year's resolutions.
All right. Well, maybe someone sent Jimmy G my video where I said he's going to be a bust, and he's using that as motivation.
Yes.
They finished strong, winning 5 straight games, 6 of their final 7. So good for them. They were the only team in the league to go undefeated in December. All nice things.
I didn't even know that little nugget, Joy.
Yeah, I got some nuggets.
Dang.
I got some nuggets. I still not buying it.
Good teams win in December.
Here we go.
Even December 2017 counts, Joy.
Fit one more cliche in this show. Fit one more.
New Year, new 49ers?
No. Look, they play great. You can't take anything away from them. And I really thought that's why they did that move anyway, because you don't try and tell me that you knew Jimmy G was going to be great off of 3 quarters or whatever it was he played.
John Lynch, mastermind.
Look, I like John Lynch.
Formerly
we'll see.
FS1's own.
Yes,
John Lynch.
I like John Lynch, but I don't know. I'm still not buying it, but I could be wrong.
Put your New Year's resolutions in the comment section. We want to know. We want to cheer you on.
You're still doing that, huh?
You have to.
What's your latest compliment in the comment section? We
Uh,
stopped doing that. We were doing that originally. We were reading the comments and like picking
No.
our favorite one.
somebody
What
said.
was your tag? What did they call you?
Drag boy.
Drag boy.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Very nice. Somebody said, I want to see this person's fiance because he's extra juicy. I don't know what that means. Was I allowed to say that? It's somebody said in the comments. Shouts out to you for calling me juicy. Appreciate you.
I feel like the only time you can call someone juicy is when they're a baby. You know what I mean? Like a little chubby baby.
No, I don't think you can ever say it.
You can't? You
Except
can't
on
use
YouTube.
Juicy? I don't know. YouTube's in a different place. So I mentioned earlier, so before we go, I have to explain my backup move.
Yes.
It's
my gosh.
It's amazing. Okay. So if you're ever trapped
Working with Joy.
if you're ever trapped in a conversation, and I'm sorry to like everyone I work with because I do this all the time, and it's no
Yes.
disrespect. I just have things to do. And
or she possibly could have things to do and she can only find those things out if she walks away from you.
or I'm done with the conversation and there's no other way to break it. So this is the move, all right? And you're gonna thank me for this because it's used in many walks of life, but you really have to perfect it. So when you're done with the conversation,
Yep.
okay, or if you're in a hurry, or you just it's simply just it's time to go. You just slowly start taking steps backward, okay, as you're talking. Now I hate to reveal this because I'm gonna do it to all of you. I did it to you guys last week.
You told us about it, and 15 minutes later,
I did it to you.
You started backing away slowly.
I did it to you.
You kind of do a little ducking your head thing.
Listen,
too.
I had to
It's
go.
like,
What do you
we
want
get it. We get it.
Here's the thing. Would
Text you
would
later.
you prefer I'd be like, all right, guys, like, great talking to you, but I got to go? Or the slow backup move? I feel like the slow backup move is less rude.
No, listen, it's successful, and it's potent.
It has a 100% success rate.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
The move is you slowly take steps back as you're continuing the conversation, and eventually you will reach a distance that it's no longer comfortable to continue the conversation, and then you can quickly make an exit move. If you're too close with someone, there's no reason for them to end the conversation.
Yes.
You have to put some distance between you, and then you feel like you're shouting. So you're like, oh, yeah, totally. Yeah.
And then it's rude for other people. People are walking between the conversation. My favorite thing you do is when you back up and then you hold open the door to where you're going.
The door is the move.
Because
The
it's
door
like,
is clutch.
the only way I'm going to keep this conversation going is if, like, I
hold the
need
door
to
open.
be following you.
It's obvious I have to go.
Right.
Okay, I'm
gotta
just
go.
telling you. Use it. It's completely foolproof.
I
I'm
don't know
sorry
where-
to anyone that sees this. I do it to you. I do it to everyone, so don't feel badly. I got things to do.
Joy's like, I'm not going home, but I got to get out of here.
Gotta go. I gotta go. Gotta keep moving. Gotta keep pushing. All right. Well, thanks guys for listening. Make sure you download and subscribe and
Happy
share with
New
your
Year.
friends. Happy New Year.
Yes.
Drop the silly resolutions. They don't make any sense. You're not gonna stick with them. Not to be a downer. I'm
Good
just
luck,
being
guys.
realistic. If you want to make a change, just do it. You don't gotta have a resolution for it.
No better time than the new year to start.
Nothing but space and opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. Thanks, guys. Love you.
Bye.
Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not.